There's really two large procurement entities. There's the US government and the Global Fund. And they currently operate under different but similar modalities, but not in a combined fashion. And I think first and foremost, if we wanted to smooth out that and harmonize that process, you could look at a harmonized purchasing plan where you could work off of the same tenders and countries could draw down against those tenders. You could look at how do we ensure visibility of information. And the way it currently stands, unfortunately, the Global Fund can't see what the US government is purchasing, and the US government doesn't really see what the Global Fund is purchasing. And we all know that for a supply chain to run optimally, you need that visibility. In an ideal world, we would improve visibility of at least who is ordering as perhaps the first step. And then second, look at how do we harmonize that purchasing process. And again, that could be done through a common tender process where there's just a drawdown and payment is made by the different donor, but working off of the same framework agreement with the supplier. That would make life easier probably for the supplier as well as for a country to just draw down against that. And it might help to start establishing a framework where countries themselves understand that there are these broader framework agreements out there that when they have resources available, they can procure against them as well. In an ideal world, I think you'd want a framework agreement that was broad enough that whether it was a donor or a country itself purchasing, you can do that. And I think we're all looking at a more ideal world where we have sustainable models of purchase, and whether that's through insurance or other networks, but being able to have a supplier arrangement and an agreement in place that then can be drawn down on against. And there's lots of ways to do that. It happens all the time in the public sector and more often actually in the private sector. And there's no reason why we couldn't do it here.